to talk about today is actually prioritization. And I think it's a massive issue for a lot of you guys. There are many problems that emerge in a business. Some problems are significantly more valuable than others to solve. Most of the times, employees, and this is yourself included, you're an employee of your own business, even if it's just you, will tend to solve B+ problems rather than A problems. And so if you look at your to-do list right now, you probably have big thing I should do, and then second, third, fourth, fifth thing. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to cross out the fifth thing. I'm going to cross out the second thing because you're like, I want to get some momentum. But what ends up happening is that every day you keep doing your third most important, your fifth most important, your second most important thing, because those are the things that are easiest for you to do, not the things that are the most valuable to the business. And so one of the big things that I believe has allowed Layla and I to disproportionately, and this is me kind of self-aggrandizing, so bear with me, but allowed us to move faster towards some of the material goals that people have is not because we work at a faster pace. Like, I'm not more frenetic in my energy. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm doing 100 things in a day. It's just that the things we do get us more for the effort we put in. And so I like to think about speed less as how many revolutions per minute you get, and more how much you get per revolution. And so think about it more in distance rather than in time. And so with time, it's like, I have to just do more in this period rather than I'm going to get an extra 5 feet for every step I take. And that tends to be A, far more sustainable, but B, the leverage that you get is significantly higher than increasing your rate of activity. And so for many of you, you stay busy, you stay active all day, your rate of activity is high, but what you get per unit is very low. And so you're basically walking in what appears to be one of those cartoons where your feet are spinning like this, but you're moving very slowly across the screen, whereas somebody else just takes one step very, very deliberately, and then another step, and then they pass you. And so the people who move fastest in life don't actually move the fastest. They just get more for each step, more for each move. And so this has been very top of mind for me because this also happens across an organization. And so that means that if you have small teams, so I'm talking a little bit more to the little bit more advanced guys, and I'll bring it back, all right, that if you have teams, the primary role that you have as the leader of the organization is to look at their list of things to do and then prioritize that list for them. Secondarily, remove everything that is not that thing, because one of the big issues that a lot of entrepreneurs have in the beginning is they say, hey, I need you to do this thing. And then tomorrow they say, hey, I need you to do this thing. And then Thursday they say, hey, I need you to do this thing. But they're like, well, shit, now I got 3 things. Which one do I do? And they never tell them what the priority is. And if they were to tell you, hey, I'm still working on that thing you gave me Monday, which one should I start on? Then you'd probably say, well, I need you to do all of them. No, that means that you lack the skill of prioritization. You need to be able to say what is more important. And so Frank Slootman recently made he's written a book. So he's been his 3rd time CEO of all 3 of his companies he IPO'd. So big, very successful CEO. And his entire MO, his modus operandum for managing companies is one thing. And so he doesn't even have 3 priorities or 5 priorities. He says, if you can't pick one, then you don't know how to prioritize. There is one thing that is the most important thing. And so he gets everyone aligned with that one thing. And if we just did that one thing, if it's properly chosen, we will get the most bang for our buck. And then after we accomplish that thing, having gotten the most bang for our buck, we will then be able to reprioritize the list underneath, because oftentimes when you accomplish that which matters most, it does change the order of the next items that you planned to do beforehand. And oftentimes you find out or you realize that the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 on your list are actually now irrelevant. And so in a real way, had you done them before just because you wanted to be productive, you actually weren't being productive because it would have become procrastination in the future, because the work that really mattered would have made that work irrelevant. And so this has been top of mind for me across our companies in our portfolio lately. And I think that right now, many of you are not confronting. You're not confronting the work that needs to be done. Listen, if we get 1 out of 2 paid communities to make money, most people don't have organic audiences. So we had to figure it out or no one would stay on Skool, but we have. And that's why we have tens of thousands of groups on Skool right now. And as much as I'd like to think people love me, people stay because they make money. And we'll show you exactly how they did it. And also, just to make sure you don't get stuck on any step, I answer questions every single week. And so now's the best time to get started. So if that sounds at all interesting, the best part is you can start a community of your own absolutely free. Worst case, start for free, you decide to quit, and then you can take all the training that other people charge thousands of dollars for with you for free. Best case, you take a zero risk move and build an online business that could change your life forever. And to be clear, I'm not asking you to decide yes or no today. I'm asking you to make an informed decision. That's it. And the only way you can do that is on the inside, not on the outside. So get inside and see if everything that we say is true and valuable to you. And if you get in and decide it's not for you, no sweat. But you can't truly make an informed decision right now for the same reason you don't buy a house without looking inside of it first, or test drive a car before buying it. So this is a guaranteed risk-free test drive. And the only reason you can make an offer that strong is because you're confident that what you have is the real deal. And I'm fairly confident that when you sign up by hitting the button below, you're getting exactly what you need to start your online business. So you might as well give it a shot. The only other guarantee is that if you don't take this shot, you'll stay right where you are right now. But if you take action, you could be the next one coming out to Vegas celebrating how quickly you built an online business with consistent monthly recurring revenue and driving away in a Cybertruck or with 100 grand in cash in your pocket. Pretty neat. So click the button below, join us in the Skool Games. I take calls every Monday, hop on and be sure to let me know you're new. I'll see you on the other side.